Hi, welcome to Outremer. I'm Count Beaumont, aka Matt. Today we're going to be playing Mortem et Gloriam, Magna version in 28mm scale. Our aim at Outremer is to produce as high quality videos as we can of tabletop wargaming, board gaming that isn't Warhammer, because Warhammer basically is covered brilliantly by people such as Glasshammer Gaming, Art of War. So we've got two great guests today. We've got Simon Hall, who wrote the Mortem et Gloriam rules, and we've got James Hammy Hamilton from Battlefield Hobbies Daventry. And without further ado, let's meet them both. Okay, so today we're joined by Simon Hall, author of Mortem et Gloriam, for a game of Magna 28mm Meg. Which is a bit different to what most people normally play. So do you want us to tell us a bit about 28mm?
Yeah, the 28mm is just phased a little later than the 15, but I think what a lot of people end up playing, because if you had 6th edition armies in the cupboard and stuff, which I had billions of those, so make them up and you play the Magna game. The Magna game's on the same size table. It's on a 6x4 table. It's just fewer points, so the armors are smaller. Games are a bit shorter, typically about 2 hours. Rules are exactly the same, other than two tiny little tweaks.
Okay, so and do you want to go through the army list you're using today?
Yeah, I've chosen to use one of my all-time favourites. So it's the mid-Republican Roman army, the classic one with the Hastati, the Principes, and the Triarii, and the 3 lines. And the rules have got a particular way of representing that. The unit's formed of 5 bases, so 2 Hastati, 2 Principes, and 1 Triarii at the back. So it's a neat representation of them. And I've gone for the actual box standard version, essentially what Scipio landed in Spain with when he had no mercenaries yet. So I've got effectively 3 legions worth of troops. So I've got 6 units of Roman legionaries. They're pretty much all rock hard. They've all got what's called shield cover, can protect themselves from missile fire. They've got the pilum as an impact weapon, which is good when you hit people. And they're all melee experts, so they're good afterwards in a rolling fight. So they've got a bit of everything going for them. I've got the really high quality V-lights that they had at that time for clearing people out, or light infantry specifically equipped to take out with the light infantry. So instead of no armour, they have leather armour, and they were very well trained to approach, throw, charge, and kill off enemy skirmishers. So I've got 2 units of those, and then I've got 1 unit of cavalry, which is the weak point in the army. So basically, this looks like a scene from Spartacus, where you had all the Roman legions lined up and all that.
Okay, so there we go. That's the Roman army. Facing those is going to be another veteran, well-known wargamer, James Hammy Hamilton, and he's going to be using the Gauls. Okay, so Hammy, welcome to the channel. Before you tell us about your army, do you want to tell us a little bit about Battlefield Hobbies?
Yeah, well, every gamer's dream. Have your own game shop. It's great, isn't it? Got a game shop. It's based in Daventry. Loads of playing space. We run events for all sorts of different game systems. We've got multiple Meg events lined up this year. We've got events for veterans, for people who are regularly playing Maximus, but also what we're doing today, we're doing Magna, and there are Magna events and Pacto events, both lined up for later this year and every year at Battlefield Hobbies. Just look at the events thing on the Battlefield Hobbies page, and you should be able to see the Meg stuff there in purple.
Proper purple, brilliant.
Oh,
brilliant. Do you want us to tell us about the army you're going to be using today?
Yeah, I've got Gauls. Lots and lots and lots and lots of Gauls. 3 big tribes of Gallic warriors, some chariots, some skirmishers, more troops than Simon's got, for sure, but mine aren't quite as good. So it's going to be, will quantity outdo quality. Okay. I've got to try and find a way to make my quantity help.
Okay, brilliant. So without further ado, we'll get on with the game. Just to explain.
Time for action.
Yeah, that's it. Ready for action.
Ready for action.
There we go. We're going to show the whole game. We'll fast forward the movement phases a little bit and stuff like that, because you don't want to watch everybody moving every single piece having I think 5 minutes. But we're going to go through the whole game and make a bit of an assumption that you've got a rough idea how Meg works. If you don't know how Meg works, there'll be other videos to watch that shows how to play the game, which you can pick up on later. So without further ado, let's get on with the game.
Let's go. Your choice to attack me in Italy, or I'll attack you in Gaul.
I'll defend Gaul. It's going to be standard and coastal, and your terrain in Italy is probably standard and
Standard
coastal.
and coastal, so
Well,
little
Italy
difference.
looks a bit like Gaul.
Just whether you want to place first or not.
I will invade Italy.
You'll invade Italy.
We'll invade Italy.
They're invading. Wow. Okay. Impressive.
Mm.
PBS guards, I have 8.
6.
Right. I do not want mixed terrain, so. Choice of. Sorry. I'm
You defend us, so you get you win the tie. Yeah.
So we will go coastal.
Okay, and then
We will place the army.
featureless coastal.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff, eh? Straight up. Maybe lose it again. This is quite exciting.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
Featureless terrain
We've
with a
kept-
river flank.
We're going to fight you on a beach, next to a beach.
Yep.
Okay, so no terrain on the table and 2 scouting cards each. No! And the Romans
go.
are out scouted by 20%.
Yeah, less than normal for infantry, isn't it?
Yeah. Which actually means there'll be 4 deployment packages.
It does. Well, how about that?
So here we are, everything's deployed. The Gauls haven't quite filled the table, to be fair, but there's 3 tribes of Gauls, I believe.
Yeah, one here, one here, one here, and then there's some chariots down on the flank.
There's some chariots at the far end. A nice little camp.
And where's the army commander with his fanatics as well there, Nasty?
The army commander with his fanatics is here.
Now that's the fanatics in the middle.
Yeah.
Them's the soldiery.
Yeah.
And it's an imposing horde.
And they're nobles, normal warriors, more normal warriors. And he's the worst general. He's a mediocre chap. He's the main man. And yeah.
All right, you've got soldiery and nobles next to each other.
Correct.
Ooh, scary.
Is that the big heavy flank?
Yeah, that bit there.
Over
Come over to me.
over the completely bare plain.
Yeah.
No terrain.
And then the super compact Roman army. Look at this.
The Romans. The cavalry.
So I've got a cavalry screen. Yeah. Bit of a cavalry screen out here.
Yeah.
And I've got 6 legions.
So each of these units represents your 2 Hastati, your 2 Princeby, and your 1 Triari.
Exactly.
And are they actually long spear, the Triari? Or
No, they are. They can be if you deploy them separately, because they typically only
I see.
did that in a battle where they spun off.
Yeah.
But they are melee expert shield cover like the rest of the troops.
Okay.
So
there's 3 units.
there's 3 legions with skirmish in the middle.
There's some skirmishers.
Three
and
legions
then
skirmish
again.
And this is designed to try and break up. It's an echelon formation.
Yeah.
Designed to try and take the punch out of the Gallic charge.
Yeah. So that's trying to represent as best we can a classic formation with a camp in the middle
It
there.
is indeed that. Yeah.
And 4 generals. So we have the Romans there, and then a wide open plain to the Gauls on the other side. So I'm making a prediction. This is going to be short, sharp, and brutal. But we will find out.
We'll find out.
So on with turn 1. Oh, and just before I go, you both got, I believe, talented CNC, 2 competence, and a mediocre. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
But one is the Gauls are instinctive, and your boys are
Mine
professional.
are all professional. I've got a floating 4-card general, and the tactics basically with this is James wants to make use of his weight in the crunchy charge. I'm trying to use this to get rid of the crunchy charge.
Okay.
I want to use all the money I pay for the drill troops as much as possible.
Okay.
To try and weave around them and get advantage.
Is there any more, James, to your tactic than rush forward and kill everything in front of you?
No, not really.
No, I thought not. I thought not.
Well, there's a little bit of subtlety.
It's rush forward and die in droves on the pillars, I'm afraid.
I have a maneuver wing that's fairly pokey.
You do, and we won't be holding that back with what we've got.
Okay, and by the way, I don't think I ever mentioned it. The brown, because we couldn't find my river, is a dry riverbed with a rocky hill, and that is all the terrain. And on with turn 1.
You're
I'm
invading?
moving first, yeah.
Ah. The speed of this game is something to behold.
Yeah, this is going to be short and brutal.
Yeah.
Wham. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
So here we are at the end of turn 1. It's all short and sharp. The 2 units of chariots have taken on the auxiliary cavalry. 3 tribes of Gauls are rampaging across the board.
The Romans have all drifted off.
Best as they can rampage. And on this side, the gap has narrowed and the Romans have shifted slightly. So they're
Quite a lot.
nearer the base
Quite a lot.
edge.
Clever Romans have moved over.
And so the cavalry's going to take that lot on, and these 6 are going to kill this lot. That's basically the plan, Simon, isn't it?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Not
Okay,
quite.
well,
So we'll see.
Time will reveal.
Time will reveal all.
Time will reveal
Yeah.
all. On to turn 2.
Very good. Done. And the talented is this guy, isn't it?
Yes. I'm still missing 2 cards down there.
I thought he was the mediocre.
No, he's the mediocre. Ah, hang on, that's it. There we go.
There we go. Mediocre.
Done. Yeah, the mediocre is
Done.
this guy here.
Gotcha.
I made this guy not mediocre. I started with him being mediocre, but then realised he had an extra unit. So being mediocre was bad.
Matt. So I have a very cunning plan.
Yeah.
It just depends on getting at least 2 greens on those 7.
Excellent. Good work.
Isn't that marvellous?
Good work.
What are the odds of not getting 2 greens on 7 cards?
I have no idea, Simon. But obviously you've managed to achieve it.
Yeah, that's quite something. I'll distribute his cards, but there's really not much point.
His heart's not in it.
Because there's I think he's decided. Yeah. I think we've got the thickest commanding the army. That's quite amazing. Well, there ain't no charges from me.
A bit of shooting, by the look of it.
It will be, yeah.
Some bowmen.
You get 2 bow shots, twang, twang, yeah. 2 whites.
And they fire at normal.
Yeah.
Twang!
Will do it to me again, will he?
A wound.
Just a wound. Oh, I can live with that. Right, and
So I can show some pretty impressive cards on my side, you know.
Impressive. Yeah. Who needs manoeuvre, eh, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have end of turn 2.
good time for a commentary.
Yeah, we can do a panorama, which is kind of the same as the overhead view anyway, so we'll close in. We've got these guys who forgot they were out of command range, and there's not much table behind them, so they're not happy.
They're going to
in the middle here, the Gauls are kind of sweeping around a little in a curve, and the Romans have effectively run away, are advancing, and this is the echelon, isn't it, Simon?
Yeah.
So this is your echelon, because these guys here have all got devastating charge, is that right?
Indeed.
And obviously charging against the echelon, if he's only getting 1 base in, the shatters will be irrelevant.
Neutrality shatters. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm using what was a classic Roman tactic. So if you remember, we started here.
Yeah.
We've used the drill to get all over here.
Yeah.
And we've broken this up so that if we face any charge, they'll be individually rather low momentum.
Yeah.
And then we'll deal with them in a later melee where we've got an advantage over them. And we're trying to stop these 4Cs mobs to get excited. So those guys, unless James has good cards, and those guys are going to have to charge these.
Have to charge and only get 1 base in.
And they'll only typically get 1 base in. And the very best people who want to dodge are over here, which is why my plan was to drop back here and try and keep them occupied for as long as possible while we pick on this side.
Yeah.
And over here, we're hoping our V-lights can do the job that V-lights are for, which is
you've got your superiors on the end will hopefully cover it.
And come sweeping around the side, fingers crossed.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, this is a feint over here, just to buy time and ride away. And if I can, I'm going to try and get them all way back here and fight down next to the fortified camp if we can.
Indeed. Okay. All right. So probably gets into the meat of the sandwich, but we're on to turn 3.
Mm-hmm. So me first.
You first. Just distributing my cards for these guys. Yeah. Right. Charges. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're not going to charge in the middle.
You're going to hold them. You got the cards to hold the block.
You've used the card to hold both of those.
Hold that
both
group.
of them. Yeah.
That's a group.
Very good. Very good. Well, we will. We'll charge with those Romans on the end. Something like that. Force them to run away.
Declare a charge.
Charge your chariots.
Charge with this unit of chariots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There
Okay. And declare a shooting charge with the V-lights.
Okay. So 2 dice.
Oh, just an F. Okay, never mind. There we go. Probably it.
That is it.
Right. We're going sideways across there.
We'll throw some javelins at you as you charge me.
Yeah? Probably 1 and 2, I think, whatever I do.
Oh, you're both charging, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's 1 on them and 2 on them.
Yeah.
It's got to be, isn't it?
Yep.
So 1 on them, which is white.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be white on both because they're protected.
I am.
So they don't care. A wound on the lights.
Come on, slow by 1, which is handy for you.
No, probably not because we're probably going to die. Skirmish back.
Then
6.
That's
That's a 6. Look, the other side's a 1.
Oh,
It's a 6.
they've gone long.
They go 3.
They go off the table.
Not quite off
Not
the
quite.
table.
They go on the edge of the table.
Zip.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
They survive.
Professional Gallic Japanese.
They're going to die.
Well, yeah.
We know they're going to
Not
die.
this turn. Though.
No, not this turn.
You don't know how to go around like that because anything else. But not this turn, as you say. We were supposed to kill those off, but never mind. And over here we'll just skirmish to drop back and take some distance. What are your dice? There we go.
You go based. It's 2, not 3.
Wind up quite close because of that. So.
It's not them, it's these that are charging.
These are
Well, the question is, I have the options there of what I'm considering. I go straight. If no, I've said I'm charging in that direction.
you
So
have,
I have no
you
choice.
can only deviate if you
Because
hit
you've
me as
not
a
got-
result.
You've not gone out your path. So that's 4, and that's 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the average ones, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Funky
actually,
damage on.
I think because we're still on the horses, they're the superior ones. I've not thought about it. I
You
didn't thought
usually
which
do.
was which.
You use him as the
damage one.
indicator.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm happy with
that's what
that.
it is.
That's fine by me.
Ah, well, there we go.
And I'm going first this turn, aren't I?
You are. You held down a whole lot in the middle. There was nobody on this side in 3, were they? I think they were just about out to 3, weren't
Then not in 3
check
straight
for that.
ahead.
Just check that one. Right. Nobody's in 3. That's fine. Not yet.
Okay, so end of turn 3, we can do a recap, and we can see now, if I do a thing along across the line, we're now diagonally across the table. These guys have had a stay of execution, but it doesn't look good for them.
No, they're dead.
And then we have the Gauls are trying to align with the Romans, which they appear to have done here.
Well, the Romans came in along with us, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, we're all superior there, we don't mind.
The Solduri are rampaging towards
to Advi's legions.
Glorious death. And there appears to be a number of Gallic units trying to get round the flank, but will they get there in time? Any comments, guys, on?
It's a bit sweaty for me on this
that
side.
flank's under threat, but it was always
long term. I'm doomed here. It'll depend on whether I can hold these guys.
Yeah, they're fanatics, right? So
yeah, I've got to kill them all, so they're a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
but I'm still figuring if I lose that, and that, I can probably do a lot of damage over there and live to fight on.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
We'll see.
So,
yes.
The caginess is probably concluded.
I'm not sure there's a lot. Well, there's not been a lot of caginess.
Not from you. Yeah, but as much as you can do with the Roman army from me, probably just try to shuffle over and get round so fast.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to see if it works.
Keeping one card.
Likewise. Nice. Charges. We'll just drive those off the table. That way. Yeah. Along the edge.
Okay. Do I want to hold that charge? I'm going to charge here. Okay. They're going to do a free charge into them.
Okey-dokey. I'll do a first pass.
Managed to snag myself up a conjunct marker. Where's it gone? You see? Okay, I've got another one. They are going to charge the skirmishers.
Okay. I'll discard the black.
They are going to charge, and I might as well do a little bit of charge like that.
Okay. I'll discard a white.
It's red to hold them, isn't it? They're going to charge.
Yep. I've got the pattern. Okay.
I think you have to, because otherwise they're going to get swamped.
No, it's fine.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. But yeah, okay.
We're fine.
I'm going to go not charge.
That's a red because they're tribal, right?
Yeah, could have been a yellow because the general's with them, but tribal like charging.
Wanted, they'll charge.
And I will pass because nothing else. No, I'm good. Passing at that point.
Well, I'm just wondering.
Shoot.
I'll chariot shoot.
Yeah.
Chariot shoot.
And that end base of archers is in range as
In
well.
range as well.
So just in range, but it's in range.
Yeah, we'll charge with that.
Okay.
Take a bit of it off.
Okay.
Right then.
Okay.
Responses. Were there any responses? We've got shots over there.
Yes, I've got. I'll stand and I'll skirmish.
Possibly you could stop me.
Roll in the vicinity of the units, guys.
Yeah,
If we can do that.
Oh,
Roll
roll
that
that
one
one again.
Yeah.
Base.
Flipping out. Right. Take one of those off.
And slows you by 2.
Yeah, you survive. Another go.
No, I don't necessarily survive.
Oh no, not necessarily.
Because I've got to roll a 1 on the skirmish move. Otherwise, I'd run off the table.
Yeah. You did some real damage there.
I know. It's better than I
Impressive.
expected.
I've lost one of my chaps. Rude.
Where's my... Ah, can I have my gold dice, please?
They're very expensive, these
Roll
rolls. You know,
that.
you're
I
not
had a
supposed to
silver
kill
dice
that.
as well. I need to roll a 1.
A 1 would be-
otherwise-
a 1 would be
Otherwise
funny.
they'd run up because
we'd run off the table.
skirmishers don't stop, do they?
No, they hit the edge
They
of the table
effectively
and they
keep
go.
going.
They've been driven away.
Okay, so that's
Do you
there.
want to go put them on a lid and take them all?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Leave them there for a moment. I'll sort that out.
Okay, well they've gone.
Yeah.
But these guys only go forward 1.
One lid.
One lid. Okay. Do that.
I just
I'll
need
do
the,
that.
I just need the magic gadget, if I may.
The magic gadget.
The magic
got a
gadget.
whole 1.
So we got a whole all of 1. How exciting. Still, it'll do. Right. Other responses.
And then
Shooting
this just to
responses.
show, because you've charged here, Simon, it's all down to what order the charges
It
go,
will be
isn't
after
it?
the shooting, yeah. So,
Yeah.
so if you're shooting me there, we'll get 2 whites on
You'll
there.
have 2 whites on that charge.
And are we prepared to do that? Because on average we'll go back 2. It should be okay.
Yeah, it's alright as long as you go back. Slow.
Went back and you were slowed by 1. It's alright. Get right near to us then. Go 2 when you're ready. Don't do it yet though. 'Cause
When we're
there's
doing the
order.
charge moves, yeah.
And then you've got over here what you're choosing to do.
You are short spear, aren't you?
We are.
So are we, so I'm not going to shoot.
We'll just end up hitting.
Get one like that. Only you don't get the one.
No, because it's too far away.
We'll end up like that then.
Yep, that's fine.
Fine. And
So you basically chose not to shoot because you didn't think 4 whites would do enough.
If I shot as he charges in, he gets an advantage in the
Indeed,
close
yeah.
combat.
and that
So
one,
I have 4 whites at a cost of losing 3 greens, dropping to whites.
Yeah.
So I figured.
we'll charge that one first of all our choices. Kind of sort everything out. So you can
So
charge
these-
whichever
It does,
you want.
doesn't it?
Yeah. Deliberately so that it blocks.
Were they not next to that?
They charge you as
So
well.
yeah. Well, if you're charging from here,
Mhm.
surely you're going to come across to there. You're not going to go in front of that file.
No, I can wheel. So I'll wheel as part of the charge.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a bit more like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just aligning them. For the
Yeah.
sake of convenience.
But yes, that does just stop me.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Only just. It's that base getting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fine.
Do the same thing.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you can conform to me, and you'll
After.
conform.
Yeah, we'll all conform after when we get to the combat. Not now. You don't conform yet. You conform just before combat.
Yes.
This is
So
why that's
I-
important.
But I can charge that.
So you
in,
end up like that.
charges in like that.
That's it. Yeah.
That will charge in
That'll
there.
make that a 1 charge. A
That's
single.
a simple.
That's a
Nothing
single,
charge.
yeah.
We knew that one.
Yeah.
So that might as well conform.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other guys will run down the edge of this thing and be slowed by 1, so they're only going to go 2. May I have the measure of these? They will go
Lined up with their boss buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the other one.
Fine. It'll fit.
That's the one.
And that's it for all the charges then.
Yeah. And then I can't align to you, but you could align to me if you want.
So I might as well.
Well, you want to because you have more chance of dead
Yeah.
charges. You'll hit
Yeah.
4 on 4 that way.
We'll do that. That'll do me.
Yeah, it's got to be worth it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So we will do. We'll do that one first. And minimise shatter effects. So I'm superior dev charge. Impact weapon. So I'm one up on you.
We roll in the vicinity.
Yeah. So I'm one up on you.
This file here, you're green and white.
Yep. So why are you green and white? Just to explain.
So I'm superior with impact weapon for 3,
superior, right.
and they're average dev charger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And having done that one first, the remaining combats, the order is almost irrelevant.
That's neutralised any shatters by doing it first. And not getting
totally.
There's one.
But it's most of them. Yeah.
There's one potential shatter left.
Yeah. So I will move to a green combat here because these are my superior blokes.
Yeah.
So we'll do green here.
This is where all the Roman manoeuvring
Kill.
is worth nothing.
Kill.
Roll it here.
That was a kill.
Yeah.
All right.
That means this one has to be done next.
That means you do get a shatter.
I'm now +2.
You're 2 up on me.
So yellow.
Yeah. I was a bit sweaty, but didn't do anything.
Nothing. Great. And the final combat, you're green to my white here.
That's it.
Nothing.
Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that. Too bad.
Okay. That's combat there.
And then superior melee, superior.
You're superior, we're not. So you're green, we're white.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wound.
Okay. And then the other combat is a bit more interesting.
And then the cavalry one I have to ponder a bit.
These are green, I am assuming?
Yeah, first
apart
go.
from one of my
Superior.
Superior, yeah.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I will do the.
Shatter doesn't make any difference, but you've got a general you might want to put in. Maybe, don't know.
Now get me a green, white. Next time I'm green up anyway. Now I want sticking in. We'll just do a green.
Green.
Green. Wound. That one.
Again. Nothing.
Wound. Okay.
Okay. I'll
You'll
go
do
for
the superior one. will you?
green versus white with the superiors.
Over there, mate.
Wound.
Nothing.
So wound on Simon.
One of those.
And the last one is a green
Green,
at this
green
end.
there.
Wound.
Nothing. What's the guy there?
And your wound marker goes away.
Okay, well, we'll buy what little time we can. Okay, that was a shame, but it was worth a go.
Okay, so most of the line in the middle is engaged.
Then we're into shooting. I think I've got a black
You've
dice.
got a black, yes.
Is it, or is it actually white?
It's an overlap. It's a supporting file position.
Good, it's not because the base is fighting.
You've just killed off the base. I think it might be a white.
I think it might
I think
be
it's a
white
white.
as well.
Yeah, for now until I move him in.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Interesting. That was an unusual situation.
Right.
And you get to move first.
You get to move first. Right.
Okay, so end of the movement phase, and it's pretty much everything's engaged across the line.
Not quite.
Not
far
engaged here.
So let's go.
Not quite.
There's going to be a massive crunch there.
Let's go over here because I get some very nice dice now.
As close as you can, mate, to the unit.
You're superior melee expert.
Yellow and greens
versus white.
And now Roman chopping cuts into action. Hopefully. Wound. Wasn't very good. Same thing on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
That was rather better there.
That was quite rude.
There
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this one down here.
So you get to choose first one. These are all 3 superior.
No,
they're
all. That's an average.
That's an average.
That's why I thought the superior one off. Let me have a look. No, that's the superior. That's the superior.
Yeah.
So these are green and white. Do I want to stick the general in really?
Put the general in. You'll
Green,
still
green.
in.
Would be green.
It would be green. Yes, if you put the
But
general.
it knackers up his command strip and stuff for next time. So I don't
Is he close enough to your general to even be allocated
I
cards
don't think
anymore?
we'll be bothered. Not really bothered.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'll go
Green and white versus
White.
versus white.
green and white versus white. Yeah.
A wound.
Wound each. Okay.
And then
Like these days. Yeah. We've got these 3 together.
and they're your superior melee expert. I'm superior, so
What
I'll go
matters little, does it?
here.
Okay. Nothing.
Wound. Well done, lads.
Okay. And then green white there.
Okay. Nothing.
Wound.
Okay.
And green white there.
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
And the cavalry melee.
Yeah. I'll do that one now and I will credit the general.
So that
2 up.
makes you yellow to my white.
White and black. Yeah.
Nothing.
Black as well.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh, nothing.
A wound.
Honestly.
I might as well have the overlap at the other end.
Evens. Green against green and white.
Yeah, and there's no point if I put the general in. It's still green against green and white,
Yes,
so
yeah.
there's
No point. A wound.
And a kill, which breaks you.
Jesus. He's doing it to me again.
Yeah, you should be losing that fight, Simon.
Not that quickly. Though.
Maybe not that quickly. Maybe not that quickly. You're only a 4,
Yeah, but not that quickly.
and there are 8 of me.
Yeah. No less
you did a
quickly
wound to
than
me,
his
didn't you?
mother. I did. Yeah.
You did a wound to me.
Yeah. Ah, right. Okay. Oh well.
I think the difference here is I'm a 6 and you're not a 4. If that was a 4, it would have broken.
2 yellows and 2 greens.
That's true. That's true. Chance to kill a general.
Go on then. Yeah, he's mediocre.
Where's mediocre?
Yeah, he's about mediocre. Don't really want to lose him, although I don't mind at this time of the game.
Stun. So
Doesn't matter.
okay.
So we'll go and join somebody. So we'll join that file. There you go. He'll be in that file. He'll be in that file. Right.
You better roll around.
Yeah. 3's a long way. It might be in range though. Just give me the stick.
Oh, that's a good point.
You never know.
Is it still? Is it not? Does it not drop to 2?
230 would drop to 2. Okay, right. So off we go then. So the distance dice. One short.
So we follow up 4.
Those going 4 end up there.
And the other one's at the end of the table and stop.
At the end of the table and stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, well,
And there's a wound on each.
collapsed a little quicker than I was expecting, but
It did. I didn't expect it to go quite that quick.
Turn
I did
quick-
expect it to go.
a turn quicker, but
Yeah.
So
make
much
a
as predicted, the flank has gone, but the chariots are now facing the wrong direction, so it'll take them a little while.
Yeah.
And basically, the Soldurine nobles are about to crash in there, which will be fairly nasty.
yeah,
And then the rest of it, the Romans have got the edge, correct?
Oh yes.
But-
This is very much in the.
But
Roman
there are
favour.
more of them, so there's enough units there to break your army, I guess.
Now, I am going to be sneaky. I'm going to use a red from him
Mm-hmm.
to repair that wound on that unit.
That's okay. We don't have any cards, and
And I'm keeping that
Right.
card because it's quite useful.
but that's fine.
And I'm keeping that card because it's quite
Very
useful.
good. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Well, it's nothing to do with the cards. Once you get to the free charge state with,
Now it gets crunchy. Yeah, yeah.
with these, you get spare cards because
You do.
troops do things for nothing. The trick is making them into the right place so that they do what you want.
Indeed.
Back to the good old days of DBM where you could have impetuous troops do exactly what you wanted.
And just one thing you did, these things turned round, didn't they?
Yeah, they turned round to run away.
Basically.
They're going to run away.
On the basis that
Discretion,
these are gonna
valour,
die,
and all that.
and they won't. That's your
Mhm.
plan.
That is the plan.
Okay.
Well, this whole right flank command has had no cards at all to do anything. So it's basically accepted I'm going to lose two of the units and all 3 generals holding hands.
That's it. Look at that. 3 Roman generals lined up to take the charge.
Oh, that's where the charge is going.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Declaring of charges.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit busy, so I don't think I'm charging anybody, you know. Back to you.
You've collected in most of my charge markers, didn't you?
Probably. Would you like some back?
A couple back, probably, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think 6 is about the right number.
So basically, you got 3 units that aren't engaged, and they'll all be going in. Potentially somebody over there.
Charge for free.
Yeah. Pass. I think they can charge.
Charge for free.
Yeah.
Charge for free.
Goes free.
On free for that one.
Yeah, stick them all in.
If I charge your camp, it's fortified, so that's really bad.
You can't. You're lazy.
Can't do it.
Can't stack it.
That's fine. No problem.
And
I don't think anybody else can actually charge then.
No.
So that would appear to be it.
So we'll stick them all in because there's no
Splat, splat, splat.
nothing to do with it. What we can do. You come. Right.
So basically, Simon, let me ask you: would you say that this is the difference between Maximus and Magna, or is this an unusual game, but that basically has, you know, everything is in combat across the line? In Maximus, it doesn't tend to quite happen like that, does it?
The time between the start of the game and impact is about half the time in Magna that is in Maximus. It's quicker, which makes it a quicker game. But you've still got the flexible movement. So remember, I did move my army a lot.
Yeah.
But you have to do it straight away because there's no room to do anything any other time. In Maximus, you've got probably one more turn, which is still quick and crunchy. And the other thing is the fights are shorter because the units are smaller. So those two things tend to accelerate the game and make these 2-hour games. It's quite nice.
Okay.
Right. Your call. I'm gonna have to try and fend you off with 3 generals, I think. Yeah, I think so.
So
with him.
So just so we get the factors here, Simon, your guys are impact weapons.
Average impact
Mine
weapon.
are average impact weapon. He's average.
They're both average impact weapons.
Yeah.
And
so we're on 2, and he's got 2 and 3 respectively.
And we're all superior dev charger.
You're superior dev
They're
charger.
all superior dev charger.
Yeah, well there you go. We'll just have to hold you. That's
So it's green, white across the board.
It's green, white, unless he puts a general in, which makes it green, green.
Yeah, which we'll be doing all 3 times.
Okay, death or glory.
So the starting place
Probably.
is this fight here, where it's actually the general that's with the for the units and the general that matters a bit. So I'm going to go in the middle.
Yeah, well, we all have to fight. The Romans are going to have to fight to do this because we're going
Green,
to win
green.
over there on our own. Yeah.
Missed.
Nothing.
There you go.
Okay. Don't care about that. Let's take the sting out of that one.
Managed to miss both those, Dara.
Right.
Blank, blank.
Do that one. Put the C and C in.
Okay.
Green, green.
Wound.
Nothing. And we'll put the sub in.
And that's also green,
Green,
green.
green.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Shatter.
There you go.
It was a bit inconsequential,
It
but
was.
we've engaged.
The 3 generals held it.
We also charged. I also charged in here,
Yeah.
and that's average impact
One
weapon.
better for me.
You're green and white.
Yeah.
Because you're superior.
Nothing. I keep doing nothing.
A wound.
Keep doing nothing at the moment. There we go.
And that is about it.
That is
Every
it.
single, there's 1 Roman legion not in combat.
That's it. Everything's now fighting. There's all hell breaking loose everywhere. Yeah.
This is the Winston Churchill moment where you ask about the reserves.
Yes.
Well,
Whereas you have reserves.
Who
I have
Uella
reserves.
master maneuver. Oh.
I have spare troops, yeah.
You have your flank. So can your Gauls hold on long enough for these guys to win you the game? Okay.
They're not going to hold them very long. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
My guys will be dying. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. Right then.
And I'm moving first, aren't I?
You are.
Well, there's very, 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 very little you can do about me doing something. So, if these turn 90, they will end up like that.
Lovely.
That's not a bad place to be.
No.
Probably a turn earlier than you anticipated, Simon.
little else we can
Sort
do.
of summary thing.
Right, go on then. It's all a bit dramatic now.
So here we are at the end of the movement phase now. The superior legionaries have come around the flank, but the Gauls have decided to leg it.
Yep.
It's looking, well, basically all the way along the line.
Yeah, I think
It's
this
a
will
massive
probably
melee.
hold a turn. That might not.
All the way along the line to the end, and the chariots are pretty much lined up to hopefully polish these Romans off, if the Romans can't polish these off first. And your thought, James, here was to not expand here, is that right? Because you want the combat to continue. What made you go, I'm missing it. What made you decide to expand in
the unit, these are the solduri. They're the ones that have to be killed to a man.
Oh, okay. So
they're a bit tougher, but staying too wide. Simon has a green and a white dice for the overlap.
Yeah.
And I'm white because he's got a general.
Okay.
But by expanding,
yeah,
the overlap's going to be fighting on a green dice.
Okay.
So that actually gains me a green dice against Simon for the cost of upgrading a white dice for him to a green. And I think that's worth it.
Okay. And just to clarify over here, although it may not quite look it, that's actually a fortified camp.
Yeah, that's a fortified camp, so they can't attack it.
Can't charge fortified.
So I've got a
camp,
problem
so-
here, but no problem here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yet.
So,
Yet.
Yes.
So I'm going to start. Another reason for putting this out here
Yep.
is that gives me a combat I can do initially that might put a wound on the unit and therefore put a risk to his
put a
generals.
risk on the generals, yeah.
Well, I've got a wound from the unit at the
Oh,
moment.
you've already got your wound.
Yeah.
He's already got a wound. Well, in that case,
might
first
do that
combat I'm going to do here. That's
That's
against
a-
that.
that's a
That's the other
different
unit. Oh,
Army commander is the
Army
one.
commander then. Yeah.
So I am 2 factors.
2, 1. Your
Melee
average
expert,
melee expert, and
Yeah.
I'm superior.
and your superior 1 factor. Yep. Okay.
Oh, why didn't I roll the wrong dice?
Oh, I should have said I got a skull there. Should we do that again?
Yeah, we better do that again.
I'll do that
It's my
again.
skull. A wound and a nothing.
Can we kill a fanatic? Yeah.
Okay.
So I may as well let's get that one out of the way then.
You're not going to let me keep your skull, are you?
Evens, no.
No.
There's nothing. Okay. So then we're down there. Then we're down this side.
That unit's not got a wound on it, has it?
No.
So I'm going to go down at the far end where it's green versus green because that's not got a general in it.
No, that's good.
Nothing.
Wound.
Okay.
And then I'll do the next one where I'm one up on you.
You're green white. A wound and a nothing.
Romans
me.
fighting well.
And
then.
They
another green white there.
I'm getting battered. And finally, yes, white green. Yeah. Wound and nothing. You put a wound. That's a wound on the solduri.
Take that one.
Which is that base off.
Ah, my cunning plan may work. And it's revealed soon.
Well,
the next one.
Not doing any damage there wasn't good.
That was the hope, because I have a cunning plan.
Okay.
See in a minute.
Are you're gonna break
I'm
off.
going to break off all on the line. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you have no dev charge factors here, then. You really want it.
You'll be cab testing.
You'll be cab testing on both of me as a result, yeah, but it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, let's go elsewhere then.
Mm.
And it won't be a flank march charge on it. That's what I was
one of them
checking
will
out.
flank charge you.
I think so. We'll be there.
No, it won't be a flank charge.
No. Yeah. Cunning plan, huh?
Very sneaky.
Sneaky. See if we can pull it off.
Interesting.
Now then,
Okay.
next combat.
The next boys along.
Yeah.
I'll get my yellow and green out ready.
I'm gonna go.
The weaponry.
I'm gonna go here first.
Yellow white.
Wound.
Wound. Lost injury there. Then. Right, we'll go on the end where we're yellow green against white.
Yeah.
Do some damage.
It's a wound. It's nothing.
You can kill him. And yellow against white and black.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Critted that out.
Okay.
And then we go down here.
basically green white everywhere.
Yeah. Or better.
No, not better. Superior versus superior, average versus average.
Yep.
That's the superior legion, that's the average.
Oh yes, that's right. Your shout.
Oh, sorry. Bing, bing, bong, bong. There, end.
Okay.
I'm white, you're green. I've done a wound. You've done a wound. I lose base, you lose base.
Do that. So at the end where we are green and
white versus
green
white.
and white. I don't want to do that. Flexibility.
Nothing.
One.
Space.
And then we've got that one and that one to do.
Did that one. Oops. Broken.
Noble.
And I do a wound back. Puts the Romans one wound of breaking.
And the end where the other.
And the other ones, yeah. Green and white. A wound and nothing.
Okay.
So you can have a cab on them.
The yellow. Takes them as
which
well.
breaks them.
Ah, I see.
That didn't work.
And then
And over there.
And you're going to get a cab on this unit
as well.
That breaks them.
Really?
Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
Three.
Ta-da.
And that gets you a cab on them. Moves the wound along. And
cab
probably
on
a cab on them, but they're only going to, that's going to be green.
We're doing all the cabs wrong. Let's go back and redo the cabs because they're one dice lower than Maximus.
Oh!
So cut that out. Let's go back to the beginning of cabs.
They
We
broke.
broke, so we'll start again on the cabs. So
You're
that's
starting on a green on
so
them.
it's a
then.
green on them.
Oh, okay.
They still break.
They're gone. Yeah, and then it's a green on
And then
them.
it's a green on
That's
them.
what we got to remember.
No,
Nothing there.
so it stops there.
Stops there. And see how far you go. Hopefully they'll both go an okay distance, and then those boys who try to get away will get elevation prize.
Well, we'll see.
Huh?
I wasn't expecting them to break in one turn.
No,
3 wounds out of 2 files is quite
I was,
unlikely.
I was expecting these to break it.
Yeah, I expected them to go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so-
I didn't expect them to go.
Let's see.
So these guys route short, and these guys route very short. Well done, lads.
2-1. Very
So
good.
the very shorts have helped you out.
They've gone 1 and they've gone 2.
I can go 2 with the guys on the end. Again, we just have to make room, and they go 2. We stick them there. Might not get me in 3 if charging. I don't know.
Might just, but might not. I think it does actually. Just. Just.
No, he's one of those.
Oh, he's one of them, is he?
Yeah.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
It doesn't now.
Yeah, I think it does.
You've got a charm like those guys.
Yeah. Unless they are dead ahead, because they don't need to wield. Not quite, is it?
Nope.
Anything but a 1 there.
Game of skill.
Anything but a 1.
It's a game of skill, Simon. You should know
Yeah,
that.
bugger. And they didn't die in the end, did they?
No, they
They
didn't
stayed.
die.
So it's all gone here.
Yeah, it all went belly up.
And then,
All
and then
gone
end
there.
of the phase.
These
gonna
guys are
do a
running
sneak
for
and
End
the
of the
sides.
phase. We break off.
And this is the magical break off. So just to clarify, you can break off from combat from an equal speed enemy.
Yep. If
But
you
everybody has to take
and a
cab.
drilled is a yellow, but he gets a cab test on me.
And it's a group break off because you're doing it with 2 cards.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's are these cab
And
tests reduced by 1 as well, or is it?
Presumably.
It's not a group cab test actually.
It's a cab test on each.
No, I mean
it's not a group break off. That's actually the general who's on the cavalry.
Oh,
So it's 2 cards for him to do it
Right.
because they're not his.
Yep.
And that's for the other one.
Okay.
And is the
So-
cab still a yellow because they're average? Or is
No,
it
it's
a
down to green.
Down
so
to
you're
green.
green.
Slowed by 1.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is very significant.
Oh, that's the worst thing that could happen.
The worst possible result for
Yeah,
Simon.
give me that.
You only go back 1, not
That
2.
actually could be catastrophic.
Yeah.
Unless you can't force it through, I bet.
Well, he hasn't used his upgrade yet today, so I'll upgrade that to green. Get it back. How about
Okay.
Oh, green to yellow.
that? Green to yellow.
Yeah.
To yellow to get one back from a slowing effect. Phew. God, you used all my cards. And the other one, the cab test on the other one.
A wound.
So we lost one of those in the process, which is entirely reasonable, isn't it? And then we'll see what happens if we can come in plan can work.
So I've taken one base off that, and the other lot are undamaged.
And you put the skirmishers back on because the skirmishers are there.
They are. I think they're actually there.
Yeah, as long as both are in front of you, that's it. Within one, that's all that
Yeah.
matters. They're both within one.
Yeah.
Anything there or thereabouts will do.
Yeah.
He was there. He was there. He was there.
Yes, I do not consider the break off a cunning move.
Yeah.
A very cunning move and very sneaky.
Wow. Careful Roman planning, you see. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But
The card it there, upgrade to yellow, remove the wound off the chariots.
any others?
That's dead, that's dead. That's discarded. Keeping them.
Yeah. So give me the pack then.
So basically, it's something a little better for the Romans.
And those,
isn't it?
and take both of those.
So just to summarise, these guys have killed everything.
Yep.
And they're going to chase their
Yep.
turn, I guess. These guys are fighting and aren't going to lose by the look of it. The Solduri now don't get dev charge because they're only in one range.
Still
Yeah.
get death charge, don't get the plus 2.
Don't get the plus 2.
And you've managed to fall back by pushing through the piece of the cab test effect to not be flank charged, even though it looks close, but actually
But it isn't.
they're not entirely behind the flank,
Yeah,
so they can't
exactly.
do a flank charge.
Exactly.
I should have put chariots forward further forward.
Exactly. You should. When you were watching that, I was watching that very carefully. If he pushes them forward enough, I won't be able to do it.
So if he'd have pushed,
If he had ridden behind me,
turned
he
further,
wouldn't have been able to fall
he wouldn't have
back.
been able to fall
if you'd ridden round the back
So
of
that
you a
was
bit,
actually
Was an error.
massive.
Yeah.
It was an error.
yeah.
It was an
But
error.
hey, you beat me 15-2 this morning, so I'm
Yeah.
out for revenge. And all of his cards are going to go elsewhere. He doesn't need any.
So they're all going to go to the ball game.
So this guy's got 7 cards.
to move 2 units. Yeah.
Yeah, got 2 units and 7 cards. Well, what the hell? Those are his as well, I suppose. It might be something. Yeah. Right. This is the way it goes.
Charge declaring thereof.
Yeah. This is where sometimes are useful. This time I'll give him. I'll give him a card. Even though he's got no troops. You never know. Right. I'll do a first pass.
I'm going to not charge as the Solduri.
Yep. Fair enough. Right. We'll charge you with those guys.
Okay. I am also going to not charge with the nobles.
I'll discard black.
Interesting.
That make you decide to have to charge me frontally with chariots or not. Interesting, isn't it?
What do you actually want to charge your frontal chariot?
No, you don't. Have a bit clean if you do that. So it's an interesting puzzle. If I could force you into passing, I could actually then charge forward.
Good.
An interesting squeeze.
You could. I'm just considering what other things are going to happen this turn.
Just to clarify, so in the charge
Isn't it a
phase,
cracking game?
you're throwing cards away to.
I'm throwing
as-
cards
as a-
away.
You can either pass once and then you can throw cards away.
Yeah, but
So
if he passed, I'd probably pass, and that would then take away the opportunity for him to do what he wants
Yeah,
to do.
but he couldn't pass at the beginning, so I did a pass at the beginning
So
because he
Because
didn't
he
dare
had
pass
forced
because
charges.
he's got
I shall-
forced charges.
Yeah.
discard a white.
Discard away. Yeah, okay, well, I'll discard away.
You've got more cards than me.
I can do this all day with the cards I've got.
Go on, pass. You can have it. I'm not going to charge. I'm not going to charge.
He's going to pass. So you see, I've forced him into that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At which point I can then risk charging with those guys.
Mhm.
It won't last long, but I might demolish him before he gets a chance to react.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So basically, what's happened is Hammy had to not charge because he's not in dead charge.
Well, I could have charged, but
could have charged,
I don't get the bonus for being a devastating charge.
and the Romans have got impact weapons.
I still get shatter, so it could still go my way.
But the Romans have now charged, and they're hoping to win before the chariots do finally.
Well, they've got to
down.
win in a round of charge and melee,
Yeah.
and then chariots will be in their rear because there's no way you're doing that trick again.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's no way, and I couldn't wait another round because you'll just go around the back of me here. So it's now or never.
And just to clarify for last turn, because I'm not sure whether it'll be on the video or not from earlier, had you moved the chariots further forward, Simon wouldn't have been able
The
to
end
fall
unit
back.
of legionaries would
That
not
would
have been
still
able
be
to fall
there
back.
and dying.
The end one would be dying.
These would have broken.
And then if you'd have charged them and killed them in the charge phase, you could have then pursued into the other one.
Yeah.
So that was massive.
It was really. I would have pulled these back, so these would have been a bit safer from it.
Yeah.
So his charge wouldn't have hit me in the flank, but I
No.
would have been back here, and then it would have been worth him charging me, and it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was that break off idea was a bit cunning. So.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Because it's quite unusual that you would do it, so it's not one you naturally think of.
Yeah.
No, it's a good move.
Just shows there are options sometimes, even in a crisis.
Indeed.
But we may not yet succeed from it, but so far, Rome's feeling like it's weaseling its way out of trouble.
Shooting at chargers.
Let's have a go.
I'm going to throw some javelins at your chargers.
2 white ones. Yeah.
This is from the chariot.
Yeah.
This is the chariots throwing javelins at him as he charges past.
Yeah.
Slow by one.
Oh.
No effect. Doesn't have no effect.
I was hoping you'd shoot the M1 off.
Yeah, that'd be quite
'Cause
exciting, wouldn't it?
Well, it's the only one that's fighting a
Well,
2D.
it doesn't matter because you're not going to do that combat. You'll do the one next to it first. Because you'll think about those kind of things.
Thundering in we go there.
So this is basically the legionary line. Focus it in. The legionary line against the soldiery and the nobles for potentially for the game. Or for the coup de grace, the Romans maybe it feels.
It's quite interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you say, we'll do this one.
An impact weapon you get even if you're in one rank.
Yeah.
Dead charge you don't. That's the key, isn't
So
it?
so we're going to be
2 for impact
2
weapon.
weapon and
General 3.
General 3, superior 1. So it's not worth me putting the general in.
Okay.
It doesn't get me a red. So
Okay.
I'll not risk him just yet. We'll settle for the
Okay. Your green to
because I'm
my
only
white.
green white, aren't I? And we did a skull. Look
And
at
I got a
that.
shatter.
Ah. And you got a shatter. Oh, well, that makes it exciting. You got the 1 in 6 shatter, even though we punched a hole in. Right.
Shatter marker. So
Well, so this one's very good for you now, because you're 4 factors.
I am red.
If you put the general in, yeah.
No, superior.
Superior. Oh no, without
Full
without
death
it.
charger.
Yeah, without
And,
shatter.
and 5.
You get
and
red.
red without.
You get
general.
red white. Yeah. Told you I wanted to shoot him off.
Boom.
Yeah. There we go. Oh well. Shit happens.
And then the soldiery are superior plus shatter for 3. And
Yeah.
you are 2 unless you put the general in to make it 3.
yeah, we'll do that. 3.
Okay, so that is green.
Yeah. We'll make sure the shatter doesn't carry on down the line.
Shatter does keep going
It
down the
does.
line.
Oh, which means it's just the same here. Green. Hurt.
No wound.
Nothing. And then on the other end, I'm 1 up on you.
Yes, you're green to white.
Wound.
Wound.
Oh, well. It didn't quite work out, you see. He got the 1 in 6 shatter on the first dice roll, and that sorted it out.
A bit, yeah.
Well, enough. You just need to hold me, don't you?
Yeah.
Although the chopping session is still a bit nasty. But,
So basically, we'll fast forward the movement phase. So we know what's going to. The chariots are going to come around, and if they don't kill
they can't
these
shoot
guys,
anybody because everybody's in
if
melee.
they don't kill these guys, they're going to die.
So
they can,
you can have a black on
I
them.
can have a black on that.
Yeah.
There
And breaks them.
Oh
the
wow!
shooting phase.
Okay, let's get back to that. So you've just broken that unit.
They've shot
they
here
shot
at
at
the
the
overlap
And broke him.
and break these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so we get green cabs on the next
You
guy.
get a green cab on them.
And anticipated that happening.
Score!
That breaks those as well, does it? No,
no,
there's plenty of
no,
them.
nowhere near broken. And a white cab on the soldiery.
And a white cab on the soldiery. Nothing.
And that's it.
That's it.
And they run away.
Wow. Okay.
And we end up.
And you don't
We
pursue
don't
because
pursue.
you're still fighting.
No, we don't pursue. We just stay where we are.
I mean, they were going to break anyway. So
They were, so it doesn't really matter, but not just yet.
Okay, so as I was saying, the chariots are going to come round, as we know, and on this flank, all this horde of Romans are going to come wheeling round,
chasing these guys.
finish these wars off.
Yeah.
So we'll
That's the
work
one.
our way through the movement phase. Okay,
Right.
so movement phase over.
Yeah.
We have on this flank, these guys have been left behind, but here,
There's the remains of the tribe here.
these guys have turned around, they realise
They've got no
it's
choice.
all up, so they're going to die heroically. This flank, well, in the centre, rather,
They're in a bit of trouble.
It's all looking good for the Romans, but they need to win this round, or
But with a lot of deaths involved, I
these
think.
guys are going to kill a lot of Roman generals.
Yes.
I've
I've got 3 here ready to die.
It is
like-
all down
ready
to
to
these
die like
next
men.
few, these few cards, really. So
Mm-hmm.
It's all down to these dice rolls.
it is. So we'll slide this in
I've
so
got
that
one,
we
two-
can see. We'll put that there. That's all right.
I've got 8 left. I've got 3, haven't
So where are we? If
So
we
there's
go-
one in contact there with the general, and then there's 1, 2, 3 there with a couple of overlaps.
Yeah.
So there's actually 4 die rolls for James and 6 for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to that, really.
Yeah.
Let's start here. I'll do a greeny, a yellow and a green against the white.
Because you there are superior and I am not. Yep. A wound.
Pathetic.
A wound.
An outrageous tie. One white versus a green and a yellow. You do that today. My dice have been awful today, haven't they? And yellow versus white there.
No, nothing.
Absolutely nothing with the. Oh dear.
Well done, lads.
That was impressive. Right. And in this fight, I want to do things with the generals before they can get hurt. So.
You're not carrying any wounds anyway, are you?
Not yet, no. It will happen. We'll do that one first. So I've
Okay,
got.
that's.
I'm.
Is that the file that my general's in? That is the file my
That's
general's
the
in.
file
isn't
the
it?
general in. Yeah. Head to head, we go green if you put them in.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, the 2 army commanders against each other.
Yeah, green.
There you go.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
that feels terminal.
Well, no, they don't.
Even though it was Solderai.
And he's a superior general, isn't he?
There is a problem here.
He's a.
If
What's
he
the general?
dies,
He's
he's
a
a talented.
talented. Yeah, if we kill him, it'll
You
break very
need,
quickly.
but you need a
Drop to a
Yeah,
white.
it's a
does it?
skull.
white
I
dice.
need a skull. No,
It's a red dice.
the
blue
generals
dice,
don't
green
drop.
di- Still green dice, yeah.
the
still
generals
green
don't
dice.
drop. It's only the troops.
Wounded. Okay.
3
that's
carder.
fine.
You can live with that. Can't
I'll
you?
move into that.
Right.
Yeah.
Where next
Um,
then?
I'm going to do. I don't think it matters very much. I'll do this one.
Okay, so we
You're
are going
green and white. I'm green.
green and white to green. Yeah.
Oh! What was that about luck, Simon?
Oh dear.
That's all right.
Oh, I got a kill back.
Moral victory, mate. I think that's all.
Oh, that might be better than moral victory. No, not quite. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Which ones? No,
He is
they're all right.
Solduri.
Oh, that might actually be.
No, I'm
two
just
left.
saying. I'm just saying what you've done to my unit.
Yeah, you've just killed them.
There are 4 left on here, and there are only 3 left. No, I think you've just killed them.
You've just killed them. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mutual destruction.
Oh,
Just
blimey.
killed them.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
A lot of cab tests coming.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, but you're right. Yes, they took damage early on, didn't they?
I did. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do. Now that's a challenging one because if I do, we did that one already, didn't we?
No, we
So
haven't
it's
done
that
this.
one.
We haven't done the.
That's one. Yeah, that's
None
why-
of these 3 files
none
are
of
done.
these one. So if we do that one, you can't fight.
Correct, because the general's
So-
already fought.
So I'm 1 up.
Mhm.
But I'd like the wind on the other side, really. So that's a green, and that would be a white either way, wouldn't it? Because I'd only ever get 1 up with the general. Green with that, so I'll put him in there. Those 2 on there.
Okay, I will put that in there to make you double white. No white and black.
to make me
No, it's white. It's white and it's double white.
double white.
Hang on. Yes, because you're down.
Yeah.
You're down one there.
I'm
that
down
would
one
be
there,
even.
but even's there.
So you're double white and I'm green.
Yeah.
I break. Because we're no, and we do a nothing.
Oh dear.
So that breaks the
It's all
veterans.
going crazy.
I think this turn.
And then we've just got that one where
you
with the
are
general
green
I'm,
to my white.
where I'm 2 up now because I'm general. No, green to your white.
Green
yes,
to white.
because
Because you're average with a general.
The wind.
Oh, didn't quite get me, but you've got a cab test on them. And I do nothing back.
Yeah. Mayhem.
The green cab.
Mayhem.
No, when there's
Long
this
one, we do a
combat.
lot of
We've
cabs.
We've done that combat.
So
That's
you've
it,
now
just-
you've got a cab on them and a cab on them. So
I've got
that's
some-
a white cab on that unit,
Yeah.
which is kind of critical.
No,
No.
they're all right.
A green
Green on
cab
that
on
one.
them.
Wound. Green on the chariot.
Yes.
Wound. One
And
chariot, I do
a
that.
white on the chariots at the back.
And the white on the
Assuming they're within 2, is it?
back.
3. Yeah.
Still 3. Yeah, wound on
So you
that.
can have, hang on, you need a wound. Have a wound on the chariots at the back.
Isn't it? Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
It's a long way, isn't it? These distances. Yeah, nothing there. And then you.
I've killed them.
You've got
So I've got a chance to kill that general.
You have, yes. He's talented, so.
Oh, he's the army
So
commander.
he's-
Come
yeah,
round
yeah.
so we can see it. And
He's on the
It's
green.
mayhem.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Chance to kill the general.
Could be a hysterical finale, couldn't it?
No,
Wounded. Okay, so he's a 3-card.
both the main generals are wounded.
Yeah, so he's a
And then I've
three-card
got a
and
cab
moves
on these
somewhere.
guys.
So he moves to those.
I've then got a green cab on the average guys.
Yep.
Ooh, it's a dead base.
Are we doing that? Okay.
Oh, come on, it wasn't. It was flat.
A dead
Right,
base.
got it in there. See, you've got it in
So
there
you've
as
done
well.
that, yeah.
Just to prove it.
Moral
The
victory,
dice
James.
gods do it. Very good. Nearly took them out.
Mhm.
Well, they're not going to last. Right. So your soldier are
And
going
the
to
guys
live.
at the front, do they get one?
They get a cab test from them breaking.
Oh, yes, they do. Go on.
They should be. They're superiors.
The
aren't they?
greens are. Yeah, that's a green. Yeah. Sorry, a white.
It's a white for superiors.
No, yeah. We've got to remember that when the superiors are much less vulnerable.
Nope.
No.
And a cab on them as well,
Yeah, which will be a green.
which will be green.
Mayhem.
Okay.
Mayhem.
That is absolute chaos, isn't it? So I take those off. You get to take those off. Oh,
Yeah.
We had a chance to kill him as well,
So
didn't
there's
we?
one soldier I left.
And he's wounded.
What's he?
One wounded.
One
So you have a
soldier
chance to kill
I
him.
holding
He's the general for
legion
them.
up.
Yeah.
He is
Just in
competent.
time for the chariots to arrive.
He's wounded.
He's a 2-carder.
Oh, lied. He's mediocre. Roll again.
He's a mediocre guy.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
Does red not go down to yellow?
More
No,
cabs.
it's a general cab. It's not a unit
Oh,
cab
it's
test.
not
It's
a
kill a
unit
general
cab,
test.
right.
So that general dies. So you get another cab on those guys.
Another green on those.
They lose a base.
Yeah. It's all mayhem. It's chaos. But they're not in his line of, they're not his command, are they?
No,
No.
and nor are the Soldori.
No. So that's
He's
it.
just dead
Ah,
and will come back,
Woo!
but he'll come back on the camp.
Flipping heck.
Okay.
You've got, hang on, 1, 2. This is funny. Just watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, because
7 by a
alive.
fraction.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
General with them. Upgrade the 3 to a 4 to a red, that to a red, and we repair the unit.
Yeah.
General was fighting.
Mm.
Do them as well.
And do them as well. Yeah. Oh, we love it. We love it.
And how many have you lost, Simon?
One.
Just one, in fact.
One
Two.
at the moment.
Two.
Two. Cavalry.
You've
and
lost two,
Two.
and how many do you need to lose? Four.
Four.
So that's unlikely, but
Well, that one's in a fairly ropey position.
That one's
how
a
many
goner.
do you need to lose, James?
I need to lose 6. And I've
You
lost
need-
4.
You've lost
You've
four.
lost
So
four.
you need to lose.
I need to
both
lose
of
two.
them.
Simon needs
So
to
that
lose 6.
half might make all the difference.
That half being still alive, maybe.
Might
Oh,
make
these
all
guys
the
need to
difference.
fight like demons.
I can
Yeah.
afford to lose them,
But not them and
but
them.
not them and them.
No. Okay.
So you will find in a minute my generals changing location.
Brilliant. There we are.
There we go.
Crazy.
What a great game, man.
It's a good game.
I think you'll find Magna games are even tighter than Maximus games. You don't.
Sorry.
It's very, very difficult to get a big edge in it. This is good fun, isn't it? The big toys.
Yeah. Cracking game.
Yeah.
Sneaky break off move.
They're good armies, aren't they? Both of them as well. Both
Sneaky
interesting
break
armies.
off move.
Yeah. Yeah, let me off the hook with that one. Very good of you.
Cost me the nobles.
Yeah. Right. Not that it helps very much, to be honest. Not that it helps very much.
So the question was all black?
Yeah. Well, also amusing if you've got no greens. It helps, you know. Helps a bit. Chargers.
Yeah.
You'll go.
That's a really interesting one here because chariot bases being deeper causes a real problem.
Yes, they're not very. The elephants and chariots in the 28mm game get quite hard to believe.
Because where they are, I can't actually charge more than one base.
Nope.
With the near unit. The far unit can charge probably more than one base, I imagine.
Oh, easily if it's got a card to wheel, it can just do that and go straight in the back of it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'd rather charge with the other unit, but I think that's what I'm going to have to do. It's going to be a red though.
Right, hang on. I've got generals. We're not ready for that yet. I want to move generals in.
Okay.
In,
go for it.
So, 1, 2, 3. They're all fighting. So you'll get a green cab. A skull would take them down if I leave. But I do really want one general though. Oh, it's only no, it's skull, but even somebody who's not in line of command causes that, don't they?
I think a general running away from the front rank is always considered to be a bad sign. It's not something.
Are they fighting?
All these generals are fighting, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a captain.
You do realise if your CNC was your CNC fighting?
He's here now.
He moved out before because he was with the other unit. Yeah.
So the question is, do we risk? I mean, we're going to die in the charge phase anyway, so we may as well die in the charge phase and just right at the end of it. It makes no difference. So yeah, we'll move him. He'll go over there.
So that is a green cab on your unit.
A green cab for a snivelling.
Oh, the break.
A snivelling little coward roll. Okay. Well, in that case, you get.
Wow! So that was a 1 in 6 chance of rolling
a cab. Yeah, he's done it again.
General run away.
Let's just gimbal
done it twice
that.
now.
Let's just gimbal that for a moment. So basically, this unit here. Sorry, let's just wait.
So I'll explain.
Talk it through. Yeah.
So there's a roll if you're in combat. If you're in
okay, so sorry, number mic on. So talk that through. Just what's happened there.
Okay, I'm going to replace it. So these generals are fighting here, but are doomed.
Yeah.
Departing from somewhere where you're fighting in the front rank has got a core cab test called a snivelling little coward cab test.
Yeah.
Where the troops see you running off, it causes them to panic.
Because they're about to get smacked.
Yeah. So the general running away makes them worry.
Yeah.
And James gets a green dice, and I thought, well, as long as he doesn't get a skull, I'll be all right.
So 1 in 6 chance.
And then 1 in 6 chance they panic and they right there and then.
And this is before the charge.
This is actually before the charge.
Don't even have to bother, and then potentially even reach the other unit.
Exactly. So it's the ultimate disaster.
So that is catastrophic and potentially.
It's potentially catastrophic.
So
yes.
1 in 6.
And how good's the general that's left? He's competent.
He's competent. Yeah. So you
so
could kill him.
So we have a yellow dice to kill him.
You do.
No, he's just stunned.
So he's gonna
you know all those cards he didn't have?
All his cards.
Go there.
He loses all his cards.
So the general conclave has all moved to the next unit along.
Yeah, but may all die.
But may all die and...
Except, so they finish. Hang on.
They rout, but run into my chariots and go nowhere.
They rout at the end of the charge phase.
Oh, right, so they haven't routed yet.
No. You still charge them, you know, if you declare charges of them, but they're
well,
just already broken, that's all.
When does the cab happen immediately the general moves? Or?
Yes, immediately the general moves.
So I know they're broken then.
You know they're broken, yeah.
So I've got a question, Simon. If they rout...
I don't think you can hit those.
If they rout, they're in contact to the rear, so if they charge to the front, would they be destroyed on the spot?
Well, they're still destroyed at the end of the charge.
Yeah, so the chariots couldn't then pursue into these. So it has. So these actually.
It's protecting them.
I mean, this turn they won't die.
Yeah, they won't die.
But massively, it saved the Soldura. That could be the whole game.
But the Soldura, look, are just.
They were probably safe anyway with the chariots.
I mean, when they survived, they got away with just the half. I had a 1 in 3 chance of taking them down. He had a 1 in 6 chance of doing that.
Yeah.
So
that was a 1 in 6 chance for the game, probably.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the game.
No, I think I might still just about win the game.
I think he's got. I think he'll get
because he can't get to these; they're too far away.
Oh, okay.
I've got a cab test on them, which is going to help a little, but only a little. It's only white. Right. So they've broken before the charges. I don't need to declare a charge. And looking at my really spectacular hand.
What did you get there? Was it really bad? It was close. One more, you wouldn't have been. One more, you wouldn't be able to charge him anyway. Yeah. Whee.
I am not going to charge. I'm going to let them just die and
I think that's
take advantage of the cards to do something else.
So over there.
Over here.
I mean, we'll do free charges and you'll charge.
I'm declaring a free charge at an angle. So
okay, so it's just a matter of who charges first, which is you. So you stick them where you want to.
So we'll
you
come
hit
in.
both, don't you? And that's it. Yeah.
I suspect, sadly for me, I hit this one.
One of each. Yeah.
Which is, well, I think if you look at the way it's going to work out, I'm going to hit 2 bases into that one. Oh, and then you're going to come in there.
And I'm going to come in there.
Yeah.
So we're going to end up like that.
And then the logical conform is to do that, and I'm in the middle. Like
That's it. That's it. That's how it ends up working out.
Okay.
Right.
And they're dead.
But you do get a
I
cab
have
on
a cab
us.
on them, but that's a white cab, isn't
yeah.
it?
But a wound would be annoying because they're struggling.
No.
Okay.
They're not that struggling, but and they don't pursue because
they do pursue.
No, because you didn't run away because you couldn't because of the chariots.
I had troops who were destroyed while in combat. So you only pursue as far as we went, which would be about that.
Yeah. A micron.
Yeah. Look at them, the remnants. Is that him and 30 men in the middle? 500 bodies around them.
They're brave. They're brilliant.
Charge down there then.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Right. Yes.
You are superior here on average here.
That's right.
So it's my deck. I'll go against the average.
We'll throw the general in.
So I'm white and you're green.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. You've wounded me and I've done nothing.
Okay.
And then on the other side.
And you may as well chuck your general in. Go one up on me.
Chuck my general in. So we go green.
Yeah.
Wound. Nothing.
Right. Get chopping, boys.
Yeah, we're going to die.
Yeah, I think we're just about going to get there.
You just need to hold on long enough, don't you, to the chariot to save the day.
Well, it's very close.
It's very
Simon's first.
Simon's
turn,
1 unit.
Simon's
1 unit from going.
I'm one ahead of
2
you.
units from going.
Yeah.
It's very
There's
close.
not many moves to do. We're not in combat yet, so we'll go white with these. We go 2.
Technically, it's me going first, but it
Oh,
doesn't
well,
matter.
it might make a difference
No,
when
I'm
you
not
expand.
going to expand. You can't stop me expanding with them anyway.
No, I can't. It makes no difference.
Because your skirmishers can't do that.
We'll just set ourselves up
So,
like
right, what I'm going to have to do, I think, with the rubbish cards I've got on this general, play black to move those chariots straight forward.
that. Yeah. That's
to about.
That's 4.
there.
Back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've done that.
Mm-hmm. And then you've done that, and then I've got a red to move these chariots out of the way.
Yeah.
Where does that wound live? Was that on them?
That was on.
Or was that on them?
No,
I think
that
that
was
was
on
on
them
them.
actually.
It was on them.
Yeah. They could just move them forward. Couldn't you?
Yeah, they're going to move
I think
forward.
if you move forward, you'll get round probably. Do you want to?
It's all we're after is trying to get them up to the camp. So
You just
yeah.
got to play with us. You've got to do that. The general will do that.
Yeah. Okay, I shall throw a black away. His.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Those
impressed in a
are-
minute.
Those are his. A double move because he's in combat. So the green and the white.
Oh, okay. Yep.
We can move 4.
Ooh. Oh, he's running down to go and try and get the Solduri.
We'll try and shoot the last of the Solduru with the V-lights. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Right, so my dead general
Yeah.
has 2 yellow cards. How about that?
Oh yeah.
Amazing. So they're going to advance towards your camp in a 3-base wheelie kind of direction. We'll get them in next go.
Oh, this is tense. the small garrison on the walls of the fortified camp, and I get a bit nervous. All a bit sweaty.
Very sweaty, Simon.
It's superb, isn't it?
It's
What
close.
a good game.
It's a cracking game.
Mm.
Oh dear me.
Well,
He can't move. In fact, the only troops he's still got are them and the Solduri.
can't do anything because he got total.
So he's got those. I'm done.
So let's just do this. Right, okay, so recap. These guys are here. They need to
Fresh
survive
unit, survive as long as
at
possible.
least one, if not too many rounds.
Yep.
These guys here are
There's
on
only
the
4
brink.
of them. 3
There's
wounds
only
and they
4 of them.
break. If they break, that's one of the 2 units to break my army.
Yeah, and then
And
here
then
it's...
There's 1 base of Solduri standing here with
Yeah.
the general, very bravely.
But you're ready to charge the camp,
Yes.
which will be one way, and these chariots can probably wheel into
If these don't break.
If they don't break.
Yeah, and I think it's 60-40 in my favour, but it's going to end in the next charge phase.
It is.
One way or another.
It is literally one way or the other
It's,
going to
Charge
be
phase.
down to
Are
a
you going
couple
to
of
shoot and
die
charge my
rolls.
Solduri with the skirmishes?
exactly. The V-lights are going to shoot and charge the
Glorious.
Solduri.
Glorious.
Yeah, to finish the game is the idea.
Glorious.
Which would be good, wouldn't it? Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be a good finale?
Mm.
Yeah.
So melee phase. Isn't it?
Melee phase, yeah.
So should we move this to here?
It's
and do
your
this
go.
one?
Well, I'm happy to do this combat first.
Go on then.
Get
So
this out of the way.
You're super.
I'm
hang on.
I'm 2 up. And
Are they both? They're both superior?
no,
they're
one's
average.
average. They're average. Yeah.
So you're 1 up there and 2 up there,
Yeah, so we've got the general in, so I'm 2 up average.
and I've got my general in, so you're 1 up
Get
there,
1 up there if you want.
and
green and green if you want that. Yeah.
yeah, you're 1 up there. That's green white. I'm green. You're green. You're
Oh yes, you
green
go
versus green
white.
and white.
Yeah, green versus green white.
You're green white. Does a
Just a wound.
wound, which gives you a chance to kill my general because I have a wound on my
Well,
unit.
good at getting
Shouldn't
generals
have
killed
done
in
that
this
one
battle.
first. And I've done nothing.
And the general is a
He is competent, so you have a yellow dice to kill my
yellow
general.
dice to see what we can do to the general.
He is
Now, he's a
mediocre.
2-card.
And it's still yellow even though it's Magna.
Yeah,
Yes.
The
So-
it's to do with
Cab
size
test.
of the
Cab
unit.
test
Just
it
cab
down
test.
one.
Just
Okay.
cab test, yeah.
And then on the other side, that's where you are average with the general.
Yellow.
So I'll
I'll have a yellow
yellow
and,
and
a white.
white.
Yeah.
Yes, yellow and white versus
Yellow and
white.
white. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, we haven't broken.
No, I didn't get any skulls. So.
I didn't do any damage.
Okay. Okay, so that's going to stick around in me a chopping game.
And then this one.
And then this one.
Well, there's 2 ends. They're both the same. Oh, you got generals on both
I've got
ends.
generals on all of them, yeah.
Generals everywhere.
So I'm superior melee expert general for 3.
And I'm just nothing.
Nothing. So I've got
red and yellow at
I've got,
each end.
I've got red and green. Red and green on
Dear
this
me.
end. Yeah.
Yes, because you haven't got a general there.
Yeah.
So why
Red
not?
and
Red
green,
and
there,
green.
and then red
And
and
I've got a
red
white.
the other.
There's a kill.
Yeah.
Not broken yet. And there's nothing. And then you've got
And
red
I-
and yellow. So you need a double
I-
S, Simon, not to break through.
Red and yellow needs
And I've
one
got
wound.
a red and a yellow.
Red and
yeah.
yellow needs a wound. Oh, easy, got it.
Well, we nearly killed them all. There we
I've
go.
got a white back. Nothing. So they break.
Yeah.
And they rout
I've done it again!
1 base width.
The only way you can do it is to do that.
Might still be enough.
No, it won't. No, that's the only way. Again,
Yeah,
1
I
in
think
6
so.
is the only thing that would keep
It's
you
a
in
game of skill.
distance.
It's a game of skill.
And twice.
What's the other accident?
1 in 6 is the only thing that
I'm
could
not
do
sure
that.
that does keep you in distance, actually.
Actually, with the wheel,
I
it
think
might
it
not.
might be out.
I think
I
you're
think with the
safe.
white, it might be out.
I think
May-
you're safe.
That's to come off. With that, I'll melt a bit now.
And you can have a cab on the
Yeah,
Solduri.
No, you will never do it. Yeah.
You can have a cab
Yeah.
on the Solduri.
Cab on the Solduri.
Back to
Wound.
half.
Back to 1.
So you've basically taken that wound off at the end of the turn.
Yeah. Keeping those 3 cards. And binning that card.
Oh, what a finale!
So it's actually 10-10. We've now got a
This
charge on
general-
the camp to come.
This general reappears with a unit
Yeah.
over there.
He goes to the
There
verse.
his, yeah.
This is great fun.
So effectively, as we go into the last turn, because these guys, where are they? These guys here now can't reach the Romans.
Those can't reach the road. We burst through just in time.
You've got, and
before they
you've
hit in the rear.
both lost. What you're one,
We're
unit
we're
away
both
from
1
breaking.
unit from breaking.
So we have the Velites having a crack at the Solduri.
Yeah. We have.
We have James having a crack at the camp.
Yeah.
and we have this combat here.
If we get as far
to
as the melee
hold
phase.
on, if we get as far as the melee phase.
It's probably not going to get as far as the melee
Well, I
phase.
think it will.
Down to the camp charge and possibly the Velites for glory.
Yes, it's spectacular,
Very
isn't it?
interesting, yeah.
Right. Lots of 2-card generals now as well.
He's full.
He's
Oh,
full.
he's got 3 cards.
He's got more than he's allowed. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then there.
See,
Another there. And another there.
Yeah, that's right. Make that the chariot general and that the mediator.
Yeah, and then mine from side to side. I'll do like that.
They're all mixed up. I need a 1 there, 1 there,
One there, and
1
one
there.
there. These are 2. And these are all 3s now.
And he's a 3.
And these are 3. And all mine are 3s because I've got a wounded commander-in-chief.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that guy. And that's the guy at the end who doesn't need any cards really, so that's probably not such a disaster. And that's those, and that's the.
Really got the units to command, hasn't it?
Commander.
Oh wow, that was close.
It's the chariots.
That was the chariot.
Well, that's my army commander. There we go. He was the guy who was there. Was me
Yeah, he didn't fit. He didn't fit.
Yeah. Right.
So
Well,
you've got your Velites are going to do a shooting
so the
charge,
army
I
commander gives
guess.
everything to that. So there's a shooting charge with the V-lights.
They're his.
in
Velites.
that case, I have to give him all the bloody cards. Yeah. I can't give him any cards.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
you
No,
can,
no,
because
I
you're not
can't.
fighting
I'm not
him.
in
He is
combat.
in range.
I will just
Because
give
you're
him.
no longer fighting.
In which case, I give him the cards. Then.
You need 2 greens, basically.
Do that.
Okay.
I'll have to give him those 2.
Okay. If you've got another green in there, you're going to use.
No, there's nothing.
Oh dear.
That was the whole thing.
Yes.
So 2 whites on those with the shooting charge.
No.
No.
And you're charging me, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. Where's the flank gone of that one? How's that move? So there's another flank. There's a flank there.
You can have a flank.
Let's
What-
just
there's
rewind
one-
there,
there's one-
Simon.
there's one-
I didn't gimbal it, so you rolled your 2 whites. to
Rolled the
charge.
2 whites,
You
didn't do any
missed
damage
The 2 whites, so
That was shooting.
and the reason the lost infantry can charge in is because they're 1
because they're within a
base
half
away
of break.
from break.
It has to be. Oh, I can't charge them in Magna. Interesting.
Oh, because it's fanatics.
Oh, no,
They're
I can't.
fanatics.
No, it's
They're
Pacto.
fanatics.
It's Pacto when it comes down. And Pacto, it's when you're within half of break.
Yeah, it's
And
one
because
bacon.
you're fanatics, I wouldn't be able to do it. But
Yeah.
in Magna, it's 1
1
still.
of baking.
Still
Yeah,
1.
Still 1. Okay. I think I'm within 3 of the camp, so I've got a free
that's
charge on the camp.
3 there.
You do. Bang, bang. You can hit 2
Yeah,
frontage.
that's the plan. That's all we've got.
Yeah.
And
that's all we've got in the
That's
charge
the charges.
phase.
So charge.
As I said, I think
Velites.
might end in the charge phase. It might not. It might just last to a melee phase.
So the Velites will be your bag, isn't it, Simon?
So I'll be 2 for a flank, 4 for a flank rather.
Yeah.
1 for short spear for 5.
Yeah.
You're 1 for superior.
Superior.
2 for fighting skirmishes.
So you're 2.
I'm 2 up.
Can we stick the die shaper right next
So
to
I
it
get
on
a
that?
I get a yellow white.
Yellow white on the
Yellow and white, you need 2
on the
wins.
soldiery. A wound. And nothing.
Which means they'll turn around and kill me.
Probably does, yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And on the camp.
Just a wound.
They've got a wound.
Oh yeah, the wound.
Probably that.
wound.
Oh,
I
so
am
we
the
tried.
and the
I,
camp.
I needed to hit them with one of the 2 shooting charge dice.
Devastating charger for 2.
Doesn't count against fortification.
Doesn't it?
No.
Oh.
It does.
No.
Because you're 45 camp, yes.
Yeah. So you're 0,
But you're poor.
but I'm poor. You get 1
Are
for
you
that, and I get
combat shy?
oh no,
Just poor.
4, and I get 2 for fortification. So,
So I'm actually down.
attacking Roman 45 count. Not
Wow,
easy.
sir.
Not
I'll
easy.
I'll put my
Easy.
general in.
Okay.
I'll put my general
Evens. Evens.
in. So starting with the general on evens. I'm still
Yeah.
counting as a dev charger though.
You still count as a dev charger. Yeah.
You do nothing. I do a kill.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
This could be game.
My goodness.
Now, I
Okay.
reckon I do get +2.
and
for
now the
shatter.
and now the shatter does count.
So I've got
So
2
you
for
one up on
shatter,
me?
1 for poor.
You want up on me?
Yes,
Wow.
net 1 up.
Great. Skull to win.
It's a wound.
Yeah. It's a skull to win right now.
Come on, run roll.
Come on.
No.
No, it keeps going. Okay. Well, we're going to last as long as a belly phase.
Oh my god.
Goodness, man.
Shooting you 2 whites on those guys.
I can't break him with that though.
No, but it's still worth having.
Wound and a
And
slow
a slow.
That was 2 whites on.
on the shooting from these archers on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest,
You're going to win
we
there.
may as well just
Might
fight
as
these
well
mellows.
just fight them out.
You got a card to turn them round
Oh
after
yeah,
me.
yeah, absolutely.
Right. So
I might have a card.
my
to turn
poor
them round.
V-lights. My poor V-lights will just wait for a. Would I want to move it? No, I'm not in combat. So all that would happen is these guys would turn round because all the threats.
Yeah.
If the melee.
Basically, you have the deck, so you'll choose this melee first,
I will. So hopefully
and
we'll get
that should get you the game.
And we'll put
So we'll do that.
there.
And
Well, he needs 3 wounds with 4 dice, doesn't he?
yeah.
Yes, but he's got reasonable dice.
So we will go for that one. So we'll go for the one on the end where we are.
These are the superiors fighting a general.
Yeah. So they're
So
one.
they are green and white versus white. Yep.
Because they would normally want to. Yeah. Green and white
green
versus
and white
white.
versus white.
See, I don't think we'll kill them off.
Oh, there's a skull.
Sweaty.
And he got a chance to kill the general because the general's
Okay.
fighting.
Yeah.
And I've got a white back, which does a wound, which kills a base.
Kills the base. Kills the one in contact. No, it
Um,
can't. No.
It has
Can't kill the one in contact.
Yep.
And the general's now a 2-carder.
He is, yes. And he's dead.
Oh, and then he goes. That
Nice.
might be it. That might be it.
That might be it.
That might be it. So we
It's
get
an immediate cap test.
Oh, immediate, yeah.
Yeah.
Immediate for general dying. No!
No. This is awesome. And then on the end, I've got a. I'm 2 up, aren't I?
Your average melee expert with the general, so you're yellow and white.
Yellow and white.
And you need a wound.
You need a wound. Got it.
There it is.
What a fantastic game, wasn't that? Yeah, no.
So there we go.
Glorious. That was
So
close.
that's actually what, 15-8 that would be because you
That's a
Romans lost 3 in it?
stonking game.
Romans lost 3 actually.
15-6.
15-6 because the Romans.
Oh, because they lose 4 to break.
Mm.
Yeah.
Phew!
Okay, so
Close. Close.
So game over.
Exhausting.
Game over. Victory to the Romans.
Just.
15-6, I think we established.
15-6.
And all down to this. They tried to run away. They just couldn't run far enough.
Yeah.
So thoughts on the game and the differences maybe with Magna.
Well, it's very pacey. It's super pacey, as you can see. You don't
Yeah.
get a lot. You don't get a lot of time to faff about in the early stages of the game. So from my perspective, it went badly over here because I lost the cavalry a turn too early, which made all of this really sweaty.
And these are turn 2. You killed these at turn 2.
And I
late
killed
as
those
well.
a turn too late, which stopped them coming out of the game. And with hindsight, I probably should have deployed an average on the edge and kept a superior in the centre. So that was my one mistake, is that deployment. But I didn't expect them to take so long to get rid of the skirmish.
But the chariot move not preventing a break off was a key.
Yeah, and you not doing that was the key in the middle.
Yeah.
Not to me managing to do that risky break off and getting away with it. But then it didn't pay back because when we hit you in the face, we had no depth charge.
But
They didn't do any damage.
It paid back by virtue of you getting another turn.
It gave me another turn.
And that another turn killed the unit of veteran.
And most importantly,
veterans.
means those are alive today, which they wouldn't
Yes.
have been otherwise.
Yeah, I think that was the mistake. It was a definite mistake on my part.
Yeah.
But an interesting game.
Yeah.
So Magna is still got deployment significance, but not like Maximus, but it's still important.
It's still, I mean,
But deployment is probably more important
well, I'd never say more important because I think deployment is one of the most important of all the games.
in all games.
But but certainly in Magna, if you don't deploy right, you will not have time to correct it at all. In Maximus, you might have time to correct it.
Yeah.
So you really won't have time to correct it. I think the thing playing Magna is you have to be very decisive. You have to have a plan. Basically, in a way, it pushes you even more towards what reality would like. You have to have a very definite plan and do it right from the off.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you won't be able to do it because the time will constrict on you too much. I think the changes Richard has made with the cab test changing, making it less volatile, have brought it to a feel much more like the Maximus game. So
it doesn't feel that.
It doesn't feel very different to the Maximus game at all, except for the weight of the toys, which are a lot heavier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think from my point of view, with this army, one thing I didn't twig initially was that Solduri have to be with the CNC, and the CNC is the talented general. So I was wasting some, because of the way I deployed, didn't really want the talented general in charge of that tribe that had the Solduri in it. I could have maybe made better use of the unit of skirmishers if I'd had them associated and nearer that tribe.
Possibly.
Little things like that. The chariots are great, but the deeper bases is a problem. That's the difference in this game.
They're harder to manoeuvre. And I think the other thing is the 4 base was compressing into the table. The 16 mil base, which eats up a bit more space than the 15 mil.
Yes.
And means you're a bit more compressed. So it's harder to work the wings if you haven't got skirmishers. So chariots and cavalry, for instance, can't work wings quite as quickly as in Maximus.
Would you say that in Magna, therefore, flank archers are more important?
I think they are. I think they are,
army dependent.
I think they're just the same as 15 as the Maximus game, to be honest. The only thing that happens in the smaller games, the smaller table games, is the flank marchers having the added danger that they get across a lot of the table quite quickly.
Yeah.
So if you know, a 50 mil flank march comes on moving 40 a time, it gets fairway. These moving 60 a time with every move, with the bigger base, which get well into the table in one go. So yeah, flank marches in this can be pretty nasty, but the armies is typically smaller.
Yeah.
So the compensating factor is the fact that they don't count towards your army size. You know, if James, I couldn't flank march, but if James flank marched accompanied with his 2 chariots, he's dropped down a break point in an army that's smaller than it would be in a 10,000 point army.
Yeah.
So it has a bit of a compensating feature. Funnily enough, as it happened, putting that down proved to be really helpful to me. Bizarrely, we thought it was all irrelevant, but it just made the space harder to get around.
Yeah, a little bit harder to get around the corner.
Yeah.
I wonder whether I should have put my V-lights on it. I was contemplating sticking V-lights on it to be an extra irritant, but I think you'd have just ridden past them and wouldn't have made any difference, really.
Could have shot me a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. Right,
But
guys,
cracking game.
Yeah, great fun.
Thanks,
Really
both.
enjoyable game.
Thanks
You're welcome.
for watching. Glancing up into the skies there. Where am I looking? I'm off camera.
Thank you all.
The cameraman's told me I'm off camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, so thanks for the game, guys. Very enjoyable to watch. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to watch content that talks about how to play Meg, then there's other videos to watch, so have a look at those. Don't forget to subscribe again, it'll really help. And apart from that, thanks for watching.
And can I just add, for anybody interested in Meg, the place to go is very simple: www.mortem-et-gloriam.co.uk, and you'll get access to everything there. There's 650 army lists that are entirely free online. There's a free PDF you can download that's full colour, 60 pages long, which is the full description of the game and the essentials of it and the philosophy behind it. You can download that for free and pass it to your friends. It'll tell you an awful lot about the game, and you can get access to my own other videos on YouTube channels that are demonstrations of how to do certain mechanics and how to play the game. So do come and join the Purple Legion.
Brilliant, thank you.